So, we're going to kick off the program. We got a great program for you all today. I don't even know if I introduced myself. My name is Marvin Sanford. I am Sadie, Sharon, I'm her oldest son. We got my brother Joe here. We got Cody and my dad. All of our family, all of our friends, the community, everyone's here. And we're all here to support, again, an amazing woman. So let's go ahead and get started.
My name is William McKinley Blackford IV, affectionately known as Ford. We are in the NBA playoffs, and the conversation about who's going to get the MVP, James Harden or Giannis Antetokounmpo, is in rare form. People, talking heads, pundits all over, they're talking about which one is the MVP. Because here's what they know: when you have the MVP on your team, you always have a chance to win. They cut to a clip in the midst of a conversation while watching ESPN, and James Harden and his teammate were walking into the arena. James Harden's teammate had a shirt on that said, with an arrow pointing to James Harden, and it said, "I'm walking with the MVP." And I just want to remind all of you, whenever you have Christ in your life, you are walking with the MVP. Sadie was walking with the MVP. She was walking through the MVP every time she walked in to get chemo. She was walking with the MVP at the moment she got diagnosed. She was walking with the MVP. And whenever you got the MVP on your team, you have an opportunity to win.
Hey, Sadie, Sharon, Sadie, Mabel. I have so many names for you, but my best name for you is friend. I hope you find this message and you're doing well and you are still overwhelmed by the showing of love and support. What a blessed day this has been. I was in tears throughout the entire presentation, the video presentation, and it just showed the many mountains that you've climbed, but you are and will always be a conqueror. You have been the biggest inspiration to everyone you have touched, and I hope you feel the love and celebration of this day. I love you dearly. I miss you always, and know that I am always here for you. Like right now, I'm here for you. I came here for you, and I got you because you didn't think I was going to be here. But I love you to pieces. Continue success. Continue walking in your healing. And I look forward to supporting you in Sadie, the Sadie Strong Project, and watching your passion come to life. Take care. He knows my name.
Yeah.
He knows my name. He knows my name. He knows my name. And oh, how he walks with me.
Talk.
And oh, how he talks with me.
Yeah.
And oh, how he tells me that I am his own. You know my name. You know my name. You know my name. You know my name. And oh, how he comforts me.
Yes, he does.
And oh, how he counsels me. He knows my name. Come on, look at your neighbor, say, he knows your name. He knows my name. Oh, he
18 years since I've been a member of Delta Sigma Theta, but it hasn't been until the last 2 years that I've really gotten a chance to know you. And you are a very strong woman. You're just beautiful inside and out. I just wish you the best of luck with everything, and I love you. And I have made you my special, which I told you a couple of weeks ago. So, so that's what I would say.
I've seen you for 18 years, and I just recently really got to know you over the last couple months, and I appreciate you more than you will ever know. You have been there for me for a lot. You're like a sounding board for me. You're my strength in Delta. You've helped me find my voice. You've helped me to rise to my calling as far as the arts, as far as Delta. So I just want to thank you, and I love you.
Good evening. This is a celebration. Good evening. Good evening. Well, what do we have here? My Lord, you showed us again what happens when you set faith as the foundation of your atmosphere. When you know who's in your corner, you can confidently face fear. Draw near and comfortably persevere. Be of good cheer because you know his promises are no less than sincere. She gathered her husband's support and her grandmother's praying wisdom. Her family in pearls as an awesome support system. You rode this wave, Sadie, as only a champion would. You left no doubt that God could. You turned what could have been a memory of misery into a phenomenal legacy that gives light for others to see. You showed us with faith and sight, that's how you fight. You are a scripture in action. You are his spirit's reflection and his satisfaction. You wondered why me and how could this be, but you never stopped trusting thee. He was your melody in the midnight hour, your strong tower, the one who gave you power to keep pushing forward. He was your joy, your number one boy. You are Sadie Strong, and your name became our fight song. You showed us when you fully lean on God, you can't go wrong. You expanded our sister circle bond. You ached and prayed, and you cried, and you prayed, and you were scared, and you prayed, and you wondered, but you stayed in your groove, and that's why God gave you this mountain, to show it can be moved. Thank you. How many of you been given a situation you know that God can move mountains? How many of you have gotten a doctor's report and you understand, like, what's happening? Why me? But he gave you that assignment to understand. Let me show others that God can be moved. It may not have been cancer. It could have been school. It could have been a report from your family. It could have been a doctor's report. But the next time you get a report like that or an assignment from God, you look that in the face and say, ha-ha, I got this because I'm going to show that it can be moved. And we believe God, which is Sadie's mantra. So I want you to say today, I believe God. I believe God. The next time you hear a doctor's report, say, I believe God. The next time somebody messing with you on your job, say, I believe God. The next time you have a worry, say, I believe God.
Hi, Sharon. I am so glad for your healing, and I'm so glad for this event. You're going to touch a lot of lives, and you're going to do a lot of good work because of what God had you experience. And this is for you. This is your time, and this is your season, and I am so excited for you. God bless you, and good journey. Amen.
Hi, Sadie. I just want to say that I love you, I support you, and I'm so glad you're on the road to recovery. Let's chat some more and hang in there.
Welcome, my mother, Sharon Sadie Sanford.
Just amazing to look out and see so many beautiful faces, faces that touch my life, have touched my life, people that I love, people that love me,
people that I like, that I really like. And she has the video. This is a brief video.
Hey Mom, I just want to let you know that I love you so much. And you know, I've always thought you were a phenomenal woman ever since I first read the Maya Angelou poem. But watching how you've been battling this breast cancer and how you've been kicking cancer's butt showed me that you are that and so much more. And I know this has not been easy on you, but you have not let it show. You have not missed a beat. You've been handling this with the utmost strength. Obviously your faith in God. You have been such an inspiration to me and everyone. And you are so beautiful on the inside and out. I want you to know that I'm praying for you. We all are. As you can see, I'm Sadie strong right now. But I know that you've got this. God's got this. God's got you. And this is all gonna be over very soon.
Inspired. And when I knew I had to face another day.
I am so blessed, and to God be the glory.
Hi, I'm Sadie. I just want to say I'm so happy for you and so happy to be here in Buffalo to celebrate your day of healing and celebration for the Sadie Strong Project. I want you to know that I love you so much from the bottom of my heart. You have welcomed me with open arms, and I appreciate that so much more than you know. I love you, and God bless.
What's up, Sadie?
Hi, Sadie.
Sadie Strong. You are an inspiration to a lot of people, Sadie. You don't even know it. You know what I'm saying? You helped me get through some things when my mom passed away, and you keep showing strength, and it is going to keep showing to these kids and to everybody else. I just want to let you know that we love you. I love you. You are my little big sister. All right? Sadie Strong. We love you.
To God be the glory for the things He has done. He has done great things. And I am so thankful. I'm so thankful for all of you. I just want to give a brief testimony about my journey to this place right now where we are today. On October 30th, 2017, I received a phone call that shocked my world. I was told that I had breast cancer that spread to my lymph nodes. I didn't know what that meant because no one in my family had breast cancer, And I was moving along just fine. But the first thing that I did is said, God help me. Because I have a relationship with God, and I know that God has to be my first option and not my last resort. So God has to come first, and I said, God help me, because I don't know what to do, and I don't know how to handle this, but He does. And so the next person I talked to was my husband, and I talked to him, and he said, we have to go over to grandmother's and pray right now. So, if you know my grandmother, Emma Mae Johnson Osborne, who is my inspiration, she is our family matriarch. She is our prayer warrior. She's probably prayed for a lot of you in this room and you don't even realize it. Grandmother, can you stand up for a minute? God be the glory. We watched God heal my grandmother.
Yes.
So I knew that God was a healer.
Yes.
Whether He healed me or not, I knew that He could because of what He did for Emma Mae. And so we went to my grandmother's house. On the way, I said, I got to call my parents, I got to call my family, call my mom and my dad. By the time I pulled up to my grandmother's house, my dad was there already. And as we walked in the house, he says, you know, you don't have to worry about anything because Jesus is on the boat. So if you know that you're connected to God and God is with you, you don't have to worry. You don't have to worry about your situation or your circumstance because God is with you. And I was like, yes, Jesus is on the boat. And then my sister circle sent me an edible arrangement that said, with a card that said, you have been assigned this mountain to show others that it can be moved. You have been assigned this mountain to show others that it can be moved. So I said, Jesus, I received that. You have me. You're on the boat. So now I just have to move through this journey and let the healing begin. That started my healing journey to get me to a place like this. There were many blessings along the way. One, I had insurance. So I get an annual mammogram. How many women are of the age that you can get an annual mammogram? Please, every year, because from one year to the next, my situation changed. And it changed pretty fast. So that's one of the reasons why we are here today, because that's what Sadie Strong is about. The other thing, early detection makes a difference. So when you detect this disease early, it's treatable. Now, it's still a struggle, but it's treatable. Also, prayer. So when I was diagnosed, people from all across the country began praying. It was like the prayer warriors came out of the woodwork to pray from all over. And prayer changes things. So we have to pray on a regular basis. And then you have to keep a positive mind. That's one of the things that I tried to do in the midst of everything that I was going through. If you see pictures of me, you would always see me smiling. Because you know what? I believed that God had healed me already. And some of my sorority sisters came over and prayed and said, you shall live and not die. You shall live and not die. You speak that every day. You shall live and not die. And that's what I did. And I just stayed positive because I believed, just like He healed my grandmother, that He was going to heal me too. And so people were praying. And then I began to talk to other women about my situation. And I found out that there are so many people that we don't realize that have gone through this same situation. If you feel comfortable and you'd like to stand up or raise your hand if you have been personally impacted by breast cancer, please do so. Or somebody close to you. There are so many. Do you see the hands? Do you see the hands that are raised in this room? The statistics say 1 in 8 women will be impacted by breast cancer. And so I thought that if the women in my life that I love, if I have to be the one to carry the torch and show God to be the healer, I will be that person, and I will do it with a positive heart, a praying heart, a heart that motivates other people to want to do that fight that way. And then what started to happen is people started pouring love towards me. So whether it was cards that I would get every day, prayers, phone calls, people would just come over and say, I just want to spend time with you. They would send meals and gifts, and it was just overwhelming, the love and support that I received. And I knew that it couldn't be no one but God that was placing that on people's hearts to be a blessing to me. And so there's so many other things that happened, but in the 1-year anniversary of my diagnosis, I went downtown and started Sadie Strong. And Sadie Strong, and you'll see the literature, I don't need to go into detail about everything that Sadie Strong is about, but it is a not-for-profit, faith-based organization that promotes the early detection of breast cancer and inspires healthy lifestyles. So that's really what we want to do. We're going to do a series of programs. We'll talk to you about it. Hopefully you've signed up. If you haven't, follow us on Instagram. We need Sadie Strong ambassadors that will volunteer your time to help us with our programs. We're going to do Sadie Strong love boxes. We're going to have prayer. We're going to have a prayer breakfast. We're going to have a healthy lifestyle summit. We're going to do a lot of great things. And I hope that the love and support that you're showing now will continue as we progress through this process. So there's other ways that you can help. We can talk about it later. Our mission, you see our mission, our goals. Thank you for donating. If you haven't donated, the funds that you pay to come here are supporting the programs that we have. And I would be remiss if I didn't take the time now to thank my committee who has taken the time just out of their day to help me put this event together. Sonia Croxy, Janelle Varner, Morgan Williams-Bryant, Leisha Pryor, Stephanie Coward, Marvin Van Buren Sanford II. And I want to thank my family. I got family that has traveled from everywhere. Like thank you all. Thank you all so much just for caring enough about me that you would take the time out of your day, out of your life, to come here and celebrate my healing. I am so thankful. My parents, my children, my husband, who Marvin was at every appointment, every radiation treatment. I didn't have to drive. I didn't have to care for anything. He was there. He said, this is our battle. It's not just my battle. This is our battle. And he fought it like a true champion, and I love you so much. So, now, I want to thank the band. Woo! Thank you. I want to thank Natasha and the amazing singers. I want to thank my Elam family. Thank you, Elam family, for coming. And I would like to acknowledge my sorority sisters of Delta, Sigma, Theta, Sorority, Incorporated. Thank you all for your love and your support. And my sister circle surprised, one of my sister circle members came and surprised me. Michelle from Atlanta. Everyone who came, my cousin Alonda flew in from Arkansas. And it's just like amazing that you all do that. My sister circle prayed with me. We started on Thursday mornings during my treatments. And we continue to this day. Every Thursday morning at 7 o'clock, we pray. And so I just want to encourage you all, get checked. Early detection is key. Talk to the women in your life and encourage them to take care of themselves physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. And to God be the glory.
So Sadie, you know you are a lover, you are just so inspirational, and we love you so much. And I'm just so happy to be here to support you and celebrate you, and we just love you forever.
Yes, we love you so much. We believe God with you, and we are so happy for you. Thank you for being an inspiration to all of us, and for always being light to the world. Love you.
Love you.
You know, Mrs. Sloan, I just want to say I'm proud of you, and I love you a lot, and you're very strong woman, and I know I got your back and everything you do.
Hey, I was going to say, Ms. Shawn, thank you for everything. I'm glad that you beat this situation, and God bless you and your family.
I want to say thank you for Miss Sharon, all my bad days in college coming to your office. A lot of people don't know about that. I just want to say thank you. Thank God for all your cancer. Thank you for your family.
Hey, Sadie, listen, I'm going to tell you, I'm so godly proud of you, and girl, I love you like my own sister. I know we need to connect more, but I'm so excited for your organization, staying strong. You're going to be a light to so many people. Continue doing what you do, and know that there's so many people support you, and know that we are very godly proud of you. I love you, girl. Join her.
And now I'd like to introduce my brother, Shea. Oh, one second.
So Sadie Sharon wears many hats. She's a child of God first, mother, a husband, a wife. I'm hungry, y'all. And she's also a member, she works at UB. I want to give a shout out to her former students, one who flew in just for this event. You know, her football team and her students that she absolutely loves, but she's also a member of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated. And while planning this, along with our scholarship gala that had over 850 people, she also led 12 wonderful women into our sorority that crossed over 2 weeks ago last Saturday. And they want to present her with a special presentation. So if chosen by Destiny, spring 2019 will come up.
So do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you. I will uphold you with my righteous hand. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Everyone looks so wonderful tonight, this evening. So we're just thankful to be here today. My name is Jasmine Clark. I'm here before you with some of my line sisters from Spring 19. We're known as Chosen by Destiny. And for those who don't know, Soror Sadie is our Delta mama, okay? She's our mama. And so she has been a pillar of support. I can't look at her right now. But she has been a pillar of support for us. She has poured so much love into us. Sometimes tough love, because we be tripping sometimes. But she loves us, and we love her. But we always know that whatever she does is from the heart. We once told her that we don't think she realizes how inspiring and contagious her energy is. Her strength, her resilience, her poise, her smile. Even her walk, the way that she glides across the room with confidence. It's amazing. When Soror Sadie shared with us her story about her battle and how she got through it with God by her side every step of the way, we all know that it takes faith the size of a mustard seed to move mountains. Right? We know that. And that's exactly what happened. So she also talked a little bit to us about the Sadie Strong Project. And we saw the twinkle in her eyes and her smile and how much it meant to her. We knew that it was so obvious when she talked about it. But what she doesn't know is that we were already plotting. We were plotting, trying to figure out how we could repay her and show her some of the love back that she poured into us over the past few months. And so we decided to show her, give her a little token of our appreciation towards the Sadie Strong Project, and we are presenting a check for her today for $600.
We're gonna help a lot of women with this.
Hi, it's me again. Just want to encourage you to keep on moving. You're going to impact so many lives. You have impacted mine just by your smile and your motivation and your determination to keep fighting for what you God has already delivered you from. But for those that don't know the cause and to know the awareness of breast cancer, keep on doing the good work. Somebody's going to hear it. Love you. Bye.
Hey, Auntie, you know it's loud in here. I'm sweating because I'm partying with you. This celebration is about you. I love you so much. One of the strongest women I've ever seen. I'm sorry for breaking half of your house when I was growing up there, but you never, always meant in my heart, you never broke it. I love you so much. This is your day. Can't wait to spend the rest of my life loving you. Bye-bye.
Now, Shea, my brother spoke of the Black Achievers.
Okay, that was enough. That's funny enough. Love this girl so much. All right. She mentioned the Black Achievers Award, so I shouldn't even have this mic in my hand. So I promised her this would be short and sweet. But, all right, I don't need no music. So,
Take your time, bro.
stop it. See what I mean? That's what he was doing at the Black Achievers. That's why. Okay, but seriously, family, if you know us, right below God, because God is everything for us, but family is a close second. So, when she told me she had cancer, blew me away, because my faith is strong, but the devil mess with the people you love. Grandma, Sadie, my wife with MS, but God is a healer. Okay, so I told you it wasn't gonna be long. I want the spirit of David to come over this place. You know David loved to dance. You know David loved to sing. So we're gonna turn this into a party, a day party, and those that know me too, know that I like to do that too. So please help us transition this wonderful event celebrating this wonderful, beautiful woman of God into the best party we had this town seen in years. So we're gonna need you to dance. We're gonna need you to get your line dance on. Party like David. David was a party, I'm sorry. He got it in.
Mom, I love you so much. I'm so proud of you and everything that you've done. Happy to be here to be able to celebrate your healing, you being cancer-free. I love that I was able to be a part of the committee and help get this off the ground and help make sure everything ran smoothly. Anything for you, you are awesome. We love you, I love you. You deserve the world. And I'm so excited to see everything you're gonna do with Sadie Strong. I can't wait to be a part of that too. And I love you and I wish you the best.
Thank everybody for coming. Support strong. Now thank God for it all. And God bless you all. I love you all. Bye.
It is all about bringing awareness to women in the Buffalo area about early detection of breast cancer and the importance of breast cancer awareness. I want to thank Sharon Sanford for organizing this. She had a health challenge that she successfully came through. She is a real leader in this community.
You
shall live and not die. You speak that every day. You shall live and not die.